my smell good friends. I hope everyone's doing well out there. So what I've got going on here today is my empties video. These empties cover, I never remember the last date, but I would say it's probably been about 10 days. That's usually when I decide to do them. Actually, I think I remember recording last Wednesday because it was my trash night. So maybe this is just a week. I don't know. But I always post the date, so it won't matter what my memory says or doesn't say. It's my empties since my last empties video. So I have a little assortment here today. I've got some miscellaneous items. I've got a number of candles, and as usual, I have some SCENTSY empties, and I have some vendor wax empties. So if you're interested in seeing what I've been warming and burning this past week, stay tuned. Okay guys, so as usual, we will start with the miscellaneous items and knock those out of the way. So the first thing I finished up this week was a body cream in Bath & Body Works Watermelon Mojito. And this has notes of watermelon soda, pink rum, and cane sugar. Yeah, I enjoy this. You guys know I like melon scents. And that's basically what this was. For some reason I thought it might have lime to it, but lime is not in the scent notes. And I don't remember being able to pick up lime. As I've mentioned before, I use body creams from Bath & Body Works a lot. So you'll see those in my empties videos often because I use a lot of body cream. I use it on my hands instead of getting those smaller hand creams, which last hardly any time at all. I use this, and I use it on my feet and areas of my skin that get very dry. I put this on my feet every night. So that is Watermelon Mojito. Did enjoy it. I think I got this from SAS last year. I think it was last year. I do know it was a SAS scent. Also from Bath & Body Works, I finished up a foaming hand soap in the scent Pink Lavender and Espresso. And this has notes of rich pink lavender, caramel espresso beans, and smooth vanilla. This is a favorite scent of mine. I was so glad, if I can get it open, so glad to see Bath & Body Works release it in the soap this year. Oh my gosh. It's so good. It's such a gourmand scent. It is just, if you know what lavender marshmallow smells like from Bath & Body Works, it's basically that scent with just a touch of espresso. It's sweet, it's marshmallowy. It's a lavender I can get behind. I really love it. Pink lavender espresso. I have multiples, and I sure hope they keep this as part of the lineup because I really love this. I also inserted a wallflower just today, actually, of coconut pina colada. I put that in my private bath, and that was replacing a sweet tea and lemonade, which was starting out. It started out really good. Really enjoyed it. There was about this much left, and it was no longer performing, so I removed it. And I also, in my main bathroom, because this is such a strong one, I inserted fresh coconut and cotton. And that was replacing a Cocoa Paradise, which, interestingly enough, the first time I used the Cocoa Paradise wallflower, it banged. This one was a bit lighter. So I don't know if it was because it was aged. It wasn't that old. It was just last year. But anyway, this I already know is a banger. So I will smell that in my whole upstairs, even though this is just in my main bathroom up there. So yeah, love that. Okay, so that'll do it for miscellaneous items. So let's get started on the candles. So my first candle actually could go a little longer, but I'm just going to chuck it because you will see in a moment. This is Goose Creek's Cotton Candy, and that's in a single wick. And I don't know if Goose Creek has lot numbers that clue us on. No, I can't tell when I bought this, but it definitely wasn't this past year. So I've had this for a little bit. I absolutely love this scent, but as you can see, she burned real dirty. And this was after I've cleaned the jar a couple of times. So it is burning so dirty that it actually has changed the scent. Originally, this scent was very nice, authentic cotton candy smelling to my nose. It is a scent that I've had from Goose Creek before, and I really enjoy. It throws pretty well for a cotton candy scent, but as you can see, very dirty burn. And because it has changed what the scent smells like, I'm done with this candle. So this will go out in the garbage tonight, but It would be a scent that I would get again and just put under my candle lamp, or I would put it in my crock. But yeah, that is cotton candy. And I do think, I don't know if I have any more single wicks, but I do think I have at least 1 3-wick of this in my collection that I will plan to use. The next candle I got through was Bath and Body Works. This is Sugared Lemon Zest. I've had this one in my collection for a little bit. Very pretty candle. This is scent notes of Sorrento lemons, cane sugar, and lemon zest. Yeah, this one doesn't have much scent to it. As you can see, the wicks are quite long because this one was starting to get grody, which is usually what I experience once my Bath and Body Works candle gets to about the halfway point. Starts getting pretty dirty, so I dumped out all the dirty wax. As you can see, it's quite clean. I dumped out all the dirty and I stuck this under my candle lamp. So this really doesn't have scent anymore. But when it did, it was a delicious like lemonade scent. Really enjoyed it. I'm not sure if it's the same scent that Bath & Body Works has out now that's called, I think it's called Sugared Lemonade. I think they're the same. They smell the same to me, at least that I recall. But that is Sugared Lemon Zest. Do love that label. Very pretty. I also got through a HomeWorx candle. This is Snow Angels. Beautiful label, as always with Harry Slacken's candles. This has scent notes of candied cranberry, raspberry cream, crystallized vanilla, and sandalwood. Listening to the scent notes, you can probably guess why I decided to burn this during this season rather than during the season it obviously is made for, since it's covered in snowflakes. I put this in a hurricane that had like a frosted glass, so you really couldn't see the label, which kind of saddens me because, you know, I buy HomeWorx candles. A big reason I buy them is for the label because they're gorgeous. But this was just a more summery, spring summery scent, and so I stuck it in that hurricane and burned it. This was quite light. You definitely could smell it was like a raspberry vanilla scent, but yeah, it was light. I also have like, what's it called? Raspberries and whipped cream, I think it's called, from Bath & Body Works. That one I can smell when I burn it, but this one, she was light. She was very light. Would not repurchase, but I do think, yeah, I have at least 1 more of these in my collection. Actually, I think I have 2 because I think I got this from QVC, and you know, like most HomeWorx candles in QVC, not all, but most, they come as a set. So I do believe I have another. And I bought a pedestal from HomeWorx a couple years ago that also came with a Snow Angels candle. So unfortunately, I think I have 2 more in my collection, but I don't know. I may purge one, and the other one I'll probably burn because I really do love the label, and the other one is different than this. But that is Snow Angels by HomeWorx. And the last candle I finished up this week is also by HomeWorx, and this is Spun Vanilla Sugar. And I don't know if you can tell by the outside label of this, but this baby, she burned dirty. Like, dirty. So the scent notes on this are spun sugar, whipped cream, sugared lemon, vanilla. I don't usually get very sooty candles from HomeWorx. Now, HomeWorx has their own issues, like a lot of candle companies do. They definitely have issues, but they don't usually burn this dirty. This one, yeah, she started burning dirty, early on, and I still burned it. It didn't seem to affect the scent, but truth be told, the scent was really light in this one. So I think I've heard others say they got decent performance out of this, but that just wasn't my experience. And I did burn it in a hurricane. So this would not be a repurchase for me. But when I hung my little nose over the hurricane, it smelled good. But that is Spun Vanilla Sugar. Yeah, she was dirty. You can see it's just all over. Yeah, it was surprising how dirty that burned, but I did finish it. Hi, buddy. Domino's sitting here next to me. He's been having a rough time. He was playing last night, and I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, he yelped and started to whimper and cry, and he's done that twice more since that happened. So I've been kind of keeping an eye on him. I don't want to rush him to the vet if it's not necessary. I've had dogs in the past that have kind of done that, and it's kind of like they like yanked something, twisted something, then they recovered. I've been pulling at his legs, his paws. I've inspected his paws. There's nothing stuck in his paw pads. And like I said, I've been tugging his legs and he lets me, so I don't think it's anything major. If I thought it was anything major, I would definitely be at the vet's with him, but I think he just pulled a little something, and so he's being a little sad doggy today. So I worked from home so I can keep an eye on him, but he's doing okay. He's doing okay. He's just laying next to me and chilling and not playing as much as he usually does today, which is probably good for him. Okay, so I had one item of retail wax, and that is Kringle candles, their country line, country candle, Tropical Waters. And I don't have Kringle scent notes in front of me for this. Actually, I might have it in my iPad. This is a very aquatic scent, if you couldn't tell by the name. It came across to me as a bit cologne-y, and I'm not always a fan of those scents. But it was pretty, but I will say it was quite light. I warmed this out on my kitchen warmers, which are both hot plate warmers, or the two that I used were. And yeah, I thought it was kind of light, so I just finished it up, and it would not be a repurchase. Yeah, can't get this to pull up, but anyway, it's an aquatic scent, so if that sounds up your alley. I'm not even sure if Kringle still offers this. I know they were retiring quite a few scents, so I don't know. They're having a fantastic Labor Day sale right now, so it's a very good chance this could be something on a great sale if it is still available, but that's Tropical Waters. Okay, next we will start on the SCENTSY, and that's where I usually pull my iPad so I can pull the scent notes for you. So I'm going to take my glasses off so there won't be glare. And I will pull this out. It looks like I've gotten through about 9 bars this week. So the first bar I got through was Coconut Daiquiri. And this bar was part of the Bring Back My Bar collection, the one that just passed. This is scent notes of coconut milk, banana, and vanilla cream, and you get all that. Oh, yes, you do. I love this bar. It was a decent performer. It was, it had longevity. It lasted for a while. It went into the next day just fine. Really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it so much, I ended up putting this in my club. So that is Coconut Daiquiri. I love scents like that. They have like coconut, banana, vanilla. Yeah, it's creamy, it's yummy. I love scents like that. And I love it even more when they're a good performer. So yeah, that little guy went into my club. The next scent I warmed through this week was Bonfire Beach. This is also a summer favorite that I plan to put in my club before this month is over. Scent notes on Bonfire Beach are toasted marshmallow, white flint, sandalwood, salty sea air, and ocean spray. Again, what the notes say, or what you get. This is a beautiful scent. I talked about this in my favorites summer scents video, and this is just like in that same realm as Beach Nights, and I mentioned that in my video. This is not Beach Nights, don't get me wrong, but it has that same connotation to it. It's a very slightly smoldery, sweet marshmallow scent. It performs with a good medium throw. I can get away with this in my open concept, but it absolutely smells stronger and better in my bedroom. And it's kind of a scent that I kind of like in my bedroom anyway. So that is Bonfire Beach. The next scent I warmed through was Havana Cabana. And this is notes of pineapples, oranges, bananas, and berries. This scent smells amazing on cold. Everything I love. I love pineapples. I love oranges. I love bananas. Not sure that I could say I get berries here, but I definitely get all the rest on cold. On warm, this was giving me some kind of funky note that I was not liking. And I was really shocked by it because I didn't expect it. So I have another bar in my collection. I'm going to try it again. I'm kind of thinking I should put it in my club. Maybe this was just a one-off because it just wasn't making sense what I was smelling. It was almost the same note I get when I smell like a caramel apple scent, which is usually like a celery note, which is like so funky smelling. It just didn't make sense. But like I said, I'm going to try it again. Maybe I was crazy. It was strong. Yeah, I'm just really hoping that was just a one-off and that was just like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe that wax went bad. I don't know. But I'm going to try it again. Havana Cabana. If you've warmed this scent, let me know if you've experienced a funky note. I don't feel like I've heard anyone else say that. I think other people usually enjoy this. And like I said, all the scent notes, like those kind of notes jive with my nose. So I don't know what's going on with that one. Next bar I got through was Kukui Coconut. So this has notes of tropical coconut, kukui nut, and jasmine. This scent I warmed last summer, and I wasn't crazy about it. I know it's a popular one. I was not crazy about it. It came across as too cologne-y to me. But for some reason, I had a second bar of it, so I warmed it this summer and was like, wow, I kind of like that. So I went ahead and ordered another to see, am I certain? Do I want to add this to my club? Is this club worthy for me? Let's see. This time when I warmed it, I was getting that cologne-y vibe again. So unfortunately for me, it's not as popular. But yeah, I'm not going to club it. But I do know a lot of people do love this scent, but just not my vibe. That is kukui and coconut. I will say it is a strong one. So it does well, performs well. Next bar I finished up was Daydream Oasis. And this has notes of sweet melon, pear leaf, and water lily. I usually love a nice melon scent, especially a watery one. You guys know that. But this one, it was just okay. It wasn't anything to write home about. It was just a nice, fresh, kind of spa-like scent. I felt like I wanted the melon to be a little stronger. And yeah, it was okay. I enjoyed it while I used it. I didn't hate it or anything like that. I actually did find it enjoyable, but it's not anything that's club worthy for me. So that is Daydream Oasis. The next bar is Camu Camu. And this has scent notes of mandarin, Camu Camu, and passion fruit. Alexa, what is Camu Camu?
Camu Camu is the name of a little bushy riverside tree from the Amazon rainforest. It is in the Myrtaceae family and grows in Peru and Brazil. The fruit is red/purple and looks like a cherry. It is a distant relative of the false jabuticaba, the guavaberry, or rumberry.
I don't know what any of those things are. And apparently I said it wrong. It's Camu Camu, is that what she said? This smelled quite lovely. I definitely get that orange, and I definitely get like a tropical vibe. That's got to be that passion fruit. I don't know what Camu Camu is. Just what she just advised me, but it was nice. It was enjoyable. Just not club worthy for me. And it's performing okay. I would say a nice medium. Next bar is Shamrock Splash. I think this was released. Was it released as part of St. Patrick's Day collection? I feel like it would be because of its name, but I don't really remember. I know it was this past spring that it was released, but this has notes of tangerine, red strawberry, and jasmine blossom. If you recall, when I first warmed this, I just didn't think it was anything to write home about. It was okay. But then I smelled it in the clam on my Empties video, and I was like, oh my gosh, this just smells amazing in the clam. Like, I need to try it again. I'm glad I did. I really like it. So I had stuck it in my club just to reserve that space, just in case. And I do like it. It's a nice fruity. You definitely get that tangerine, and you know I'm about tangerine. And I get that berry scent to it. And then what else is in it? Jasmine blossom. I don't really detect a floral in here. No. If it's there, I'm not picking it up. I mainly get the berries and the orange, and I'm really liking this. It smells just a bit different, and it's in a way that's really hard for me to describe. But I like that it smells a bit different. So for now, she's staying in my club. Shamrock Splash. And a decent medium performer. Next bar I warmed through was Apricot Vanilla. And this is scent notes of heirloom peach, apricot, and vanilla ice cream. Yeah, this bar fell flat, guys. I think it's a popular one. I hear a lot of people say they like it. I just could not smell this. I had the whole bar going upstairs. I had 4 cubes going in my bedroom, 2 more in the bathroom beside it, and 2 more in the bedroom beside that. All doors open so it could just spread. Yeah, I couldn't smell it. I would walk into the room, couldn't smell it. I would shut the door. Even to my small bathroom, I would shut the door, go in there, and I'm like, I don't smell anything. So yeah, this one fell flat for me. Not a repurchase. Apricot Vanilla. And the thing is, guys, this bar had been sitting because I bought this last spring summer season. So this should have been, I know I've heard it's a light scent, but it should have been to the point that I could at least detect it. I could smell nothing. Nothing. So, needless to say, I will not be buying that again. And the last SCENTSY bar I got through this week was Palm Trees and Ocean Breeze. This is part of the current spring summer catalog. I think it was new on the last 2023 catalog. This is Palm Leaf, Coconut Water, and Ocean Breeze. Usually my kind of scents, because I love scents with coconut water. I don't get the coconut water as strong as I get that palm leaf. So unfortunately, that's not a repurchase for me. Performance-wise, it did okay, but it's just not a repurchase for me. It's just little too greenish, palmish for me. So yeah, not going to be a repurchase for me. So that's Palm Trees and Ocean Breeze. Just personal scent preference, guys. Nothing wrong other than that. Okay, guys, let's get into my vendor wax I got through for the week. I'll start with a couple of clams here that are just vendors that I only warmed one thing of this week, so we'll start with those. Okay, so, and I actually warmed this today. This is Rocky Top Waxworks Orange Sherbet. And she has the scent notes on here. Well, no, but I think this is a single oil orange sherbet. When I did my haul video, I was like, this smells amazing. Her wax is beautiful. It's like little works of art. It was gorgeous. It was orange with like white swirls through it, like a light orange. And it had like a popsicle design on the top and some glitter and some little specks of like little gem-like things. This was beautiful. You guys know I love orange creamsicle scents. That's exactly what this was. It performed quite well in my open space. I used all 6 cubes of the clam. I had it going in 2 tea lights and 4 hot plates. Absolutely loved it. Would definitely buy it again. And I actually purchased 2 of these when I purchased from her. So yeah, I will definitely enjoy that again. Absolutely loved. From Traverse City Wax, I warmed through a clam of strawberry Pop-Tarts and cookie dough. And this is scent notes of frosted pastry, strawberry filling, and cookie dough. This was poured back in March. This was nice. I used the whole clam in my open space. I don't remember exactly what warmers I had it in. I think I had a cube in my SCENTSY Accord, which does quite well with vendor wax. I think I had a cube in my, I forget what it's called, but it's the butterfly warmer that was a charitable cause last year from SCENTSY, which also does quite well with vendor wax. It gets nice and hot. And I had it in hot plates, and I had a couple tea lights going. And it was a decent light medium performer. It was an okay scent, but probably not a repurchase for me. That is strawberry Pop-Tarts and cookie dough. It was nice. It was nice. From the Bathing Garden, I went through 2 samples this week. This is Cherry Chip Ice Cream and Looking Glass Patisserie. Showing both of these because I don't have the scent notes. The Bathing Garden does not put her scent notes on her packaging, and it's not always easy to find either. So you guys know, I've talked about it before, I am not having good luck with the Bathing Garden samples. With her wax, I get the clams and it does fine. So I have no problem with her wax. It performs just fine in my open space. I don't know why I can't get the samples to perform, but I have not had good luck with them. So I really just need to destash the samples I have left and just stick with the the clams and stuff like that and the bigger pieces of wax. But I'm doing them in my bathroom. It's about as tiny as a room as you can get, but just not having good luck. So anyway, there's that. From Sassy Girl Aroma, I warmed through. This was a big chunky block. I'm guessing she probably calls them chunks. This was Banana Split Smoothie. And I picked this up in a D-stash. This has notes of, oh, it's tiny. Banana, chocolate sauce, sweet cherry, and vanilla smoothie. I also warmed this today. Sorry, can't speak. This was okay. You guys know I love banana scents. It was a little on the light side. I could detect it. I could smell it. but it just wasn't a favorite as far as a banana scent. And I've had banana scents from Sassy Girl Aroma before, and I do love some of her banana scents, but this just wasn't a favorite, so it would not be a repurchase. But yeah, it was an okay banana scent. So that is Banana Split Smoothie. From L3 Waxy Wonders, by the way, guys, if you haven't heard yet, yeah, I know there's been mixed feelings in the wax community about it, but L3, it sounds like it's staying open. I don't know if there's going to be any closure at all. I haven't checked her Facebook group today, so I don't know if there's been any more news. I know that they made a post and said further news was to come. And like I said, I haven't followed back up, so maybe there's been some new information provided. So I don't know if she's keeping her doors open permanently or if there's going to be a closure in between whatever's happening. I don't know if maybe she's sold, someone bought. I know Jennifer's going to still be involved. So I don't know all, that information, but I do know that we will continue to be able to get wax from L3. So that's good news. Like I said, I know there's a lot of mixed feelings about it in the community. I will admit myself that I stocked up on a lot of L3 because I was worried that I wasn't going to be able to get it anymore. Happy that I still will be able to, but not so happy that I have all this wax from L3. But guess what? That was my fault. I made that decision. And what did I make it based on information saying she was closing? Yes, but I believe at the time that's what she thought she was doing. So it is what it is. It's not like I won't get through it. And I've been hearing that L3 has good shelf life, so I'm not really worried. So if it was a different vendor that I had heard did not have good shelf life, I probably would not be too happy. But then again, I shouldn't have been buying all that if I knew it didn't have that good of a shelf life. So anyway, all that to say that you will still be able to get L3's wax. So the first thing I got through from L3 was a sample of Hey Hey Hey. And I don't think this says on here, but I think this is I think it's like a banana split or something like that. Banana ice cream or something like that with like peanuts or something. It was okay. I don't know that I would get it again. Maybe if I had a larger chunk of it, I might think differently. But yeah, it was okay. So that's Hey Hey Hey. And by the way, those samples, including the Bathing Garden, I warmed in a crock, which is usually does better with wax than like a warmer does. But I also warmed through a sample from L3 of Cookie Cottage. This is a pretty popular scent from L3. This is Sugar Cookie Royale, Danish butter cookies, sugared shortbread, vanilla wafer, vanilla cookies, and sweet bakery dough. Yeah, this doesn't smell like anything amazing in the bag, but on warm, it's absolutely delicious. Performed well. I just had a little piece of it. Like I said, I put it in my candle crock, and it did well. I would definitely buy that scent again. And my guess is I probably have some of this scent because it's pretty popular and it's asked for a lot. So I will enjoy that. And last from L3, I warmed through. This was in one of her Valentine hearts. This was sugar cookie, apple cinnamon, and sugared shortbread. Had to think about it for a second because she doesn't use punctuation, guys. This was lovely. The only thing with this was it was not very strong. I could smell it, and it smelled better on warm than it does in this bag. I could definitely smell it. A lot of times when I do vendor wax, I put a little piece beside me too, so I can get a good whiff of it while I'm sitting here. And I just wish it was a little stronger. So it would be a scent that I may or may not get again. I kind of like my scent strong, so probably not. But I did enjoy the scent. So that is sugar cookie, apple cinnamon, and sugared shortbread. And this was from a D-stash, so I think it was nice and cured. A D-stash that I picked up in March. So it should have been. From the Pharmacist's Daughter, I melted through. This came from her, what was it called? It was like an Easter sampler that had coconut crack. It featured all scents with coconut crack. This was mango coconut crack, which is mango sorbet and coconut crack. There's that. This was like a little Easter egg shape. I warmed this in my bedroom. This was delicious. I don't always love mango scents, but there hasn't been a coconut crack blend that I've tried yet that I haven't liked. So yeah, I enjoyed it. It was nice, creamy, yummy, coconutty, and that mango sorbet was nice and smooth. very sweet. Didn't have a funky smell to it at all. Yeah, they mix really well together. And I have another one, so I'll be enjoying that second one as well. And also from the Pharmacist dollar, I wore them through Superstar. And I believe this was from the Taylor Swift pre-order. This is notes of Cupcakes of Tiffany's, blue cotton candy, raspberries, strawberries, and creamy vanilla. This was nice. This one, again, was not overly strong. That mango coconut performed well, but this one was a little light. I definitely get that Cupcakes of Tiffany's. I got that more than anything on warm, which I'm not complaining about. I like Cupcakes at Tiffany's, but this would probably not be a repurchase just because it wasn't anything special. It performed about a light medium, so maybe it had been a little bit stronger. I got this back in February, so yeah, that is Superstar. It was a souffle, and the souffle was quite pretty. It had like little guitar embeds in it. Super cute. From Teddy B's, I wore them through Bonfire Nights. Actually, I'm still warming through this. This is going in my bedroom. This has notes of bonfires, cashmere, vanilla, sandalwood, and roasted marshmallows. I think I got this. Yeah, I definitely got this through a D-stash. This was dated October 2023, so it was nice and cured. You know, I'm sure you guys have heard that a lot of people let Teddy B's wait a good long time before they use it to get better scent throw. So I kind of solved that problem by buying some Teddy B's from D-stashes, so it was already nice and cured, and then buying, you know, my new stuff to sit for a bit. I don't know that I believe in it having to sit for a year. I mean, I'm not saying that's not true. It probably is, because some of her scents are quite light, but I don't want to wait a year unless, you know, if it's already sitting in my collection and it's a year old, you know, fine. But I'm like, 6 months, okay? That's my max. This is a gorgeous scent. It's a nice, sweet, marshmallowy, campfire-ish, little bit smoldery. You get a little bit of that cashmere. It just gives it a slight little perfume scent to it. But you guys know I don't like perfume, so not too much at all. Absolutely beautiful. The only thing is, I wish it was stronger. I could smell it. I have the whole souffle going in my bedroom. I could smell it. I loaded up my warmers because with Teddy B's, more is more. But yeah, I felt like something that was dated back to October of last year. It's almost a year old. I felt like I needed it to be stronger. But I really enjoyed the scent. I would probably get it again just because I love the scent so much. But there are other scents that are like these kind of scents. So I don't know. But yeah, I did enjoy the scent. Bonfire Nights. Absolutely beautiful scent. From Super Tarts, I warmed through a sample of Snooze. And I don't know what scent notes are in this, but I know that you can definitely smell lavender. It was okay. I put it in my candle crock in a small bedroom. It was okay. Snooze. Probably would not repurchase just because I'm not a big lavender fan. Also from Super Tarts, and I warmed through this earlier today. I was busy today. When I work from home, I get some scents going on, okay? This was Pink Berry Cone. And this has notes of pink sugar, waffle cone, and blackberry. I just got this in June, so it had not cured too awfully long. And it was a little bit light. I could smell it. I had it going in my open space, because Super Tarts usually does pretty well in my open space. I had it going in 2 tea lights, 1 SCENTSY Accord burner, and the rest hot plates. There was 6 cubes. This scent, it was pretty, but it was also pretty perfumey. More perfumey than I expected. I guess I expected it to be a gourmand scent, but I mean, pink sugar can come across as body care, and that blackberry might have had a little bit of floral going on. It was a little bit more perfumey than I would have liked, so this would not be a repurchase. That is Pink Berry Cone. From Britta's Creepy Treasures, I melted The Haunting. I believe this was in a sample, which her samples are nice sizes, so I usually warm them in my bedroom. This is Boo Berry, Frankenberry, and Captain Crunch Berries. Obviously a cereal scent. This was nice. I am not overly huge on cereal scents anymore. I kind of burnt myself out on them, so it probably would not be a repurchase. But it performed fine, as British usually does. It's just, I'm not, you know, I don't buy a lot of cereal scents these days. I get some. Also from Britta's, this is a personal favorite. This was a souffle of Pennywise. And Britta has not poured this in a little bit because she was working on substituting this caramel kettle corn oil. So this is caramel kettle corn, strawberry pound cake, and cotton candy frosting. This to me is kind of like, you know, like a circus concession without including that strong apple that comes with circus concessions that I'm not crazy about. Oh, it's lovely. You get that kettle corn, definitely the caramel kettle corn. The caramel, it's not sickeningly sweet. It's very nice. You get that strawberry pound cake and you get the sweetness of the cotton candy frosting. It's so beautiful. It performs decently in my open space. I cut up the whole souffle and had at it, and I enjoyed it. It lasted for a whole day. Really, really love this scent, and I will always continue to buy it. That is Pennywise. With a nice bright red, beautiful wax. Also from Britta's, I warmed through Deadly Punch. This was from a recent pre-order. This has notes of Hawaiian pineapple, honeydew, watermelon, strawberry, vanilla bean marshmallow, juicy pear, and sweet and creamy. And this was just like what it sounds. It was fruity and it was creamy. It was like a fruit punch with vanilla. And it was nice. I had a good medium throw. I enjoyed it. It was perfect for the end of summer. So I would definitely get that again. Britta's pineapple oil is so delicious. That is Deadly Punch. From Rose Girls, I warmed through a sample bag of I Seriously Love You. Seriously. This was blackberry Fruit Loops and cotton candy frosting. I just got this in June. So this was a little light. It smells nice and strong in the bag. Her Fruit Loops oil is quite nice. Yeah, it smells, I mean, like most cereal blends that contain Fruit Loops, that Fruit Loops oil is mainly what you can smell, and that's the case here. I don't really pick up the blackberry, but it was kind of light, and it may be that it just wasn't cured enough, but that is I Seriously Love You. Also from Rose Girls, and you're going to see some Rose Girls coming up in my melting basket coming up for September, because I'm realizing I have a lot of Rose Girls. And I keep hearing these stories about the shelf life on her Bakery Gourmand scents. And I don't know if it's true or not. I haven't experienced yet. But I don't want to lose a ton of wax. So I'm going to be working through my Rose Girls. And I do love her wax. And we'll continue to buy it because I love her scents. But I need to be getting through it. So you will see quite a bit. So if you love Rose Girls and are interested in hearing about empties on those, they're coming. So like I said, from Rose Girls, this is Slippery Slope. And this was in one of Jenny's chunk muffins. I love her chunk muffins. Absolutely love them. This is notes of Florida key lime pie, serendipity, toasted coconut, and funfetti cake. I cut up the whole chunk muffin, warmed it throughout my open space. It was quite strong. It lasted quite long. But that key lime pie note is the strongest note in this. And you guys know I'm not a big fan of key lime pie. So I would not personally buy this again. But if that's your jam, you love key lime pie like I know a lot of you do. This was good. Good performer. Very good performer. And that was, how long did I have it? March. I got this in March. So that was cured perfectly. And also from Rose Girls, I got through a mini melters bag of Out of Sight, Out of Mind. I just finished this up last night. So this is notes of pink coconut, campfire marshmallows, and boom boom, which is a Sol de Janeiro type. I picked this up in February. This was gorgeous. You definitely get that boom boom, and you definitely get that pink coconut. Campfire marshmallows, I don't really pick up. I don't remember thinking I could smell that when it was warming. I mainly got the boom boom and the pink coconut. It was gorgeous. I love boom boom scents, so really liked it. I wouldn't have minded if it was just a tad bit stronger. I could smell it. It was a nice kind of low medium, but it was just kind of wafting through the air of my open space. And it was beautiful, like I said. I do think I have another bag, and I would get it again. Out of sight, out of mind. Absolutely beautiful. Jenny's got some blending skills, let me tell you. Really love that. From Scoopable Wax Melts, which is Jenny's mom, I went through a little sample cup of 3 cakes. And for those of you who don't know, 3 cakes is her yellow cake, birthday cake, and cupcakes at Tiffany's. This 3 cakes. Kathy blends 3 cakes with a lot. And everything that I have tried with 3 cakes has smelled absolutely divine to me. It performs well. This is the most truest cake smell I have ever smelled in wax. Like, I feel like a lot of wax that has cake, like birthday cake and yellow cake and stuff like that, don't tend to really smell like cake to me. This blend is the creamiest, yummiest, most authentic cake I've ever smelled in wax. It's delicious. It's popular for a reason. I will always have this in my collection as long as Kathy or Jenny makes it. Jenny also does 3 cakes from time to time, but Kathy does it more. It seems to be her thing more. Okay, also from Scoopable Wax Melts, I melted through one of Kathy's chunk pot pies. She doesn't always make these. I picked this up in a D-stash, but she has made them recently. So look for. Kathy's changed up her business model a little bit again. She seems to change it up a little bit. She must get bored, but I love her wax, so I just try to follow along. She is moving some of her stuff over to Etsy. I think she mentioned that she gets more of a customer base over there, and some of her wax wasn't moving off her website quick enough. So she's moved a lot of things over to Etsy. So if you are a fan of Scoopable Wax Melts and you love Kathy's wax, check Etsy if you didn't know about that already. She will keep scoopables on her website. At least that's the plan for now. I know she's working on pouring some scoopables this week, so those are coming. I know she closed down her website, I think, for this week. So my guess is they'll probably go on like Friday, Saturday or something like that. So she posted a picture in a Facebook group. Lots of pretty colors, lots of fall colors in her scoopables. So I will definitely be checking out what she lists in her Etsy store. I just made a purchase from. So there's some good stuff to be found over there. And I know a lot of times you can find a code on Etsy, which I did. It may have been a code that Kathy offered from her store. I don't know, but I was able to get 10% off my order. So that was nice. And her shipping is like $10. So yeah. And if you order on the same day that you place an order on her website, Kathy has posted that she will combine those orders. So that's nice too. But anyway, I got through a chunk pot pie with strawberries, it says, of strawberry vanilla Noel. This was a lot of wax, guys. Like, this pie was like that big. I don't know if you can see that whole bag, but yeah, I cut that baby up. It was lots of worms. This has notes of vanilla wafers, strawberry jam, and vanilla bean Noel. It says it's 11 to 12 ounce. This is a popular scent, and it's so good. That strawberry jam was so yummy. So yummy. I don't know if strawberry jam is like raspberry jam, where sometimes it comes across floral. I have not experienced that yet, and I didn't experience here. It was very nice and fruity. It really smelled like strawberry wafers, but like a stronger strawberry than you would smell in like an artificial strawberry wafer. Performed fantastic. I had this going several days because there was a lot of it. I had to go into my bedroom. I had to go into my open space. I warmed it, like, yeah, it went into the next day. Fantastic performer. I don't know how long it had been sitting. I picked it up in a D-stash back in March. But I absolutely loved it and would definitely get it again. So that is strawberry vanilla Noel. Very good performer. Very good performer. You notice I say it twice when I really mean it. No, just kidding. And the last, yep, it's my last empty for the week. This is also from Scoopable Wax Melts, and it's a large quantity here. This is 3 cakes on the beach. And disclosure, I have this scent going in my open space right now, and it smells so good in here. If you guys have watched my videos before, you know that this is a top 10 contender for me. I absolutely love this blend. This is Beach Nights and her 3 cakes. And I just told you what 3 cakes was. So yellow cake, birthday cake, cupcakes at Tiffany's, and Beach Nights. Oh my gosh. It's just like Beach Nights and cake. And it is so good, and it performs so well. It's so strong. And again, it goes on and on. I put my wax in my warmers, I think about 4 o'clock. It's a little after 6. I'll turn them off about 8:30, 9 o'clock tonight. And I'll be able to enjoy it again tomorrow night when I get home from work, because it'll still be going. Like, yeah, great performer. I will always have this scent in my collection. I know Kathy says she's trying to retire in a few years, but I hope from time to time she will still make this. These 3 cake blends, because this, oh my God, it's so good. 3 cakes on the beach. I know I stress how much I love this every time, but I can't help it. I just, oh my gosh. I love this blend. I love this blend. So good. So good. If you haven't tried it and you love beach nights, you gotta love beach nights, because you're definitely gonna get the beach nights in here. And Kathy's beach nights is quite good. Exceptional, I would say. But you got to try it. If you love beach nights and you love gourmands and stuff like that, trust me, you've got to try it. So good. So good. And I'll tell you, you got to try the strawberry Noel Noel too, because that was amazing. But yeah, guys, that'll do it for my empties this week. I hope you enjoyed the content today. And if you did, I hope you will give me a thumbs up. And I hope you will consider subscribing to my channel and come back, where I talk about all things home fragrance, which is my passion. I love to share it with you, and I love when you comment, because I like to hear what you've been warming, what you've been burning, what you've been loving. Please let me know. And I will see you in the next video, guys. Have a great one. Bye-bye.